Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? Harvey Whistler here, Mobile Office Media. And I got a kind of a challenge on my hands today. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to tie a bow tie. Alright, I've tied a lot of ties, and never had an opportunity to tie a bow tie, or even a basic. Feeling like I had a basic need to tie a bow tie. Oh, I can tie a tie. I'm good with that. But I went to this amazing conference on Monday out in Texas, out in Fort Worth, Texas, and I wanted to do something different. So I said, "Hey man, why don't I go and tie a bow tie?" Yeah, you see that I'm a little tied up in here for space. So I'm in my little booth over here, chilling out, and I want to show you guys how to tie a bow tie. All right, so if you have one of these ties that have a link on it, and you can adjust it, make sure you adjust your tie to the link of your neck, like you know the width of your neck, that your tie can be absolutely long enough to do what is necessary to create a bow tie. So first off, now my tie is two-tone, so don't worry if your tie is not two-tone. Don't worry about that. You're good. My tie is two-tone. I can wear it two different ways, and that's how it was designed. And actually, the guys who made my tie, pardon me for ducking out, these guys are called King and Rook, Brooklyn based. They make their own ties, awesome ties. They can even take your tie, your neck tie, and turn it into a bow tie for a little fee. All right, so check them out. They're on Instagram, King and Rook. All right, so let's start. All right, so like I said before, my tie is two-tone, so don't sweat that. My tie is two-tone. We're going to start out with creating the atmosphere for a tie. I want you to make sure that your tie, the left side, this is my left side, is shorter than your right side. This is my right side. I saw a guy on YouTube, he was calling them fish. So the tie parts, we're going to call them fish for just purposes of not confusing you. So you're going to take you're going to cross over your right fish over your left fish, and you're gonna bring that in pretty darn tight, so you don't have to go back and correct that again later on. And don't worry if it looks like I'm bumping my head, because I am. The next part is that you're gonna make the tie form right in there. Now this is my little booth, so I'm here for the night. And it's kind of soundproof, so I like the sound that it creates. So that's why I'm in this booth. Normally, I would go under the tie to make this second knot. And if you guys can see, I'm going over. And then I'm going to come above through the top loop. Inside here is my thumb. There's a little loop right there. My thumb is in there to keep it open. All right. Now I'm going to kind of try to show you two different ways of doing this. And the way I've done it before is that once I'm done with this loop going all the way up and under the kind of shoelace loop, I would normally take it and drop it inside the first fish, right behind the neck of the first fish. So I take this second fish and throw it inside the loop of the first fish. And you can see my finger there, throwing it inside the loop of the first fish and straightening it out as I come out. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you a nice little trick. always use a mirror. My memory is insane, so I don't use a mirror for this part. I normally just use my mental map, and it helps me out a lot to remember how to do the functions, the step-by-step functions. All right? So you want to adjust the tie to your liking. All right? And make sure it is exactly how you want it to be. Now, as I said before, my tie is two-tone. So if your tie is not two-tone, you good. But my tie is two-tone. Now, that's the first way. All right? Tie, hang. Let me put the collar down. So I told you before, stuck it inside the first fish and second fish. And I'm hoping that you guys can hear me pretty good. Excuse me. Hoping you guys can hear me pretty good. So my tie is two-tone once again. So look, tie. It's tied. 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 If it's got to be clean, it's got to be tied. See what I did there? All right. So the second way. And the second way is a little more difficult because you want to use this little loop in the back. So this looks really good. And it really looks good because when you see those ties that you get, the clip-on ties in the store, they already have that little natural little band right here, and it looks all nice and bent. And if it's a little crooked, people will know that you did it yourself. So it looks really good. And I might be stealing somebody's words. Hit me up for the copyright infringement, whatever. But it does really look good when you can see, when somebody can see that you've done it yourself. It looks great. It looks amazing. And these little dimples here, I love them. I love the little dimples. They look great. So that's the first step, right? So I'm going to pull that out. And I'm not going to start all over from the first beginning. What I'm going to do, well, I already did it. So here we go, guys. So again, left side, right side. Now, before I showed the heart of my two-tone, correct? So this time, I'm going to make sure that both colors match, and I'm going to work on that second trick. All right, so pull the left side up tighter. All right, and I'm going to throw it over the top again. All right. I'm going to make the shoelace. Okay, tighten it up. Like I said before, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. I'm downtown Brooklyn, so I'm chilling over here at my site. And I figured I'd just make a video right now and teach some of my brothers and some guys that don't really know how to tie bow ties, how to tie a bow tie. And, you know, as a service to mobile office media. So in the back here, we're going to make another loop. And the loop is going to be naturally created because of the fact that I have to go above. So you saw me do it before. I went over it, and I told you that I was going to go over. This time I'm going to go under. That's how I'll make the natural loop. All right? So I'm going to go and make the tie form. Throw my finger in here. I'm going to go under. And as I go under, I'm going to come around to the, so let me let you see, guys. I'm going to let you see. I'm going to let you see. All right. So, and remember, I'm doing this all without a mirror. So be flabbergasted. And I want to let you know, when you do this with a mirror. Rule number 1, do it with a mirror. Because I'm working on memory. And that's just how insane my memory is. And I'll repeat that as many times as you need me to. My memory is insane. And sometimes the things that I remember, oh boy, boy. So it might look like I'm just doing nothing, but I'm actually doing the functions. All right? So as you're coming out, you want to adjust your tie to spec, making sure it looks the way you need it to look. And the end fins of the fish, you want to make sure that your fish look proper, because the end fins make them look up to par. So I'm hoping I'm showing you guys this properly, that you can actually see the whole process going on here. Okay, so I got my fin there, I got my fin here, I got my liger fins here, put my fin up there, and voila, look what I've done. I've tied another tie. So that was the second step, right? Now you want to make sure, if you want your fins to meet up evenly, you take your fins out and you pull them a little bit and adjust them just the same way you do a regular necktie. Kind of adjust the fins. Be very gentle. Be very gentle. And pace yourself, because you might pull it right out of whack. All right? So that was 2 ways of tying the bow tie, guys. So the first one, we put it through the loop or the head of the fish, right down the neck of the fish right here, right through the back of the fish's neck. And the second one, you create a little loop in the back by going under instead of over and creating this nice little loop. And as I said before, when you have that little imperfection, the Buddhists call it wabi-sabi, the imperfection that makes it beautiful, people will know that you've done it yourself. So there we go, guys. And that's it for me. As you can see, I did it twice. City so twice. City so twice. City so nice, we named it twice. So guys, that's my bow tie tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned from it. And I thank you. Down on the bottom, you can subscribe. And I'm going to be bringing more content, because I know I have been slack lately. I'm going to be bringing more content to you guys and letting you know all about what Mobile Office Media is doing and how we're trying to help bring more positive energy to folks, and actually how to help them to get what they're doing and all of their endeavors in communities of color out to the masses. I have a network of people that's working on helping me build a network that can help young entrepreneurs get their message out there. I just met some great people in Atlanta, excuse me. My daughter's going to Atlanta. She got me bugging out. I just met some great people in Dallas, Texas, and we're working on building this nice network. I got some people out here, 500 Men Making a Difference, my brother Jeff Frazier, New Day, New Opportunity, and we're going to be bringing some more great content and just some more motivation. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit that bell so you know when I'm going to load another video, all right? Mobile Office Media, Vaughn Harvey, Vaughn Franklin, peace. Hope you enjoyed.